Alright, this your boy, Fred the Corp, here with you with another Fantasy 2010 football strategy video. Alright, check this out. Been doing a couple drafts lately, and I've been seeing Dallas Clark, Indianapolis Colts, tight end, go in the third round. Now, guy's phenomenal. He's going to get you, you know what I'm saying, possibly 18, 25 points a game, depending on Peyton Manning, if he's looking for him all game. But, you know, what I want to tell you is, when you're in the draft, don't take this guy with your third pick. Let somebody else in the draft do it, because with the third pick, you can get you a stud wide receiver or a stud running back. So, and tight ends are so deep. You know, you got. I just did a draft, and I got Owen Daniels in the. Got Owen Daniels in the 11th round in a 10-man draft. So that's how deep tight ends are this year. You got Zach Miller, Oakland, John Carson, Seattle. So you don't need to get Dallas Clark in the third round. Alright, and something else, people, please. The Jets defense. Revis Island has not even signed with the Jets yet. So please don't take the Jets defense with your third or fourth pick. Let somebody else in the draft take the Jets defense. You don't even worry about it. Don't take the Jets defense. Don't do it at all. Darrelle Revis, the guy hasn't even signed yet. They play Brandon Marshall twice a year, let alone the Patriots. They're going to get raped. I don't see Antonio Cromartie shutting down B. Marsh for 2 games. I just don't see that happening. So if I was you, I would wait on the defense. You know what I'm saying? There's some sleeper defenses out there. You got the Bengals, 2 shutdown corners, defensive line. They got linebackers, a good offense. Got the 49ers, Mike Singletary. You can't go wrong with the 49ers. They finished, I think, second last year in fantasy. And another sleeper defense is the Miami Dolphins, you know. Good, solid linebacking core. They got some good defensive tackles. You know what I'm saying? Some good safeties. I look for the Dolphins to make some strides fantasy-wise, 2010. Another thing I want to talk about is when you're drafting, you should have some patience. Always have patience. Don't feel like because this guy is on your mind that you need to draft him immediately or like right away, because in reality you don't have to. You can wait. When you drafting, you should tend to know 3 picks that should be lingering in your head, or you should see some guys. There should be some trends in your draft, like everybody's taking running backs, everybody's taking tight ends. You should always go separate. Take the next best available position and do it that way. Also, too, Andre Johnson versus Randy Moss. I would say for you to go ahead and get Andre Johnson, because Randy Moss has way more. There's just more options in New England. You know, you got Welker, Edelman, Akins, Hernandez, Kevin Falk. Belichick is going to spread the ball around. You know Welker's going to get the ball. Andre Johnson, on the other hand, Jacoby Jones, Owen Daniels, you know, see it's less targets. And if Arian Foster starts, he's not a receiving back like Slayton. He's more of a pound the ball up the middle guy kind of guy. So if Arian Foster is going to be the starting running back on that team, Andre Johnson should see more passes come his way. And Thomas Jones versus Jamal Charles. I'm going to go with the push, because they both are going to get their carries and their touches. But I just seen a replay game of the Chiefs and the Bucks that was just blacked out that we couldn't see, but they show it the next day. I don't understand. But Jamal Charles, they gave that guy the ball like 90 times. Thomas Jones fumbled on the first carry, which didn't help him out. But I think when the season comes, it's going to be more of a 50-50 timeshare thing. I think there's 16 games in the season. I think they both go 8-8 on which guy's going to do the best in each game. So don't get too crazy, or don't feel like you shouldn't take Thomas Jones, because Thomas Jones is a 1,000-yard rusher for every team he's played on. I don't know why the Bucks. I have no idea why we let him go. I don't have no idea why the Jets let him go. I have no idea why the Bears let him go. Pretty much led them to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and also too, the resurgence of Matt Forte. I just drafted this guy in my league in the 5th round. Just got him in the 5th round. You know, I feel like it's a little bit of a steal. You know, see, he just ran the 80-yard bomb down the field. You know, burning everybody. Still got speed. Still can get away from people. So you know, don't let Forte pass you in the mid rounds. Draft Matt Forte. He will produce. Mike Martz, awesome offensive guru. Mike Martz. This ain't the same Bears from last year. So in Matt Forte, we trust, because they're not gonna let Jay Cutler throw 29,000 interceptions for the 3rd year in a row. It's not happening. The Jay Cutler interception era will be over this year. You know, and also too, in this draft, there's a guy in my league. He drafted Terrell Owens with like his 5th pick. You know, I feel like there's no need to draft T.O. that high. He is not worth 5th pick consideration. You know what I'm saying? He's not the same T.O. from 3 years ago. He's not the same T.O. from last year. You know, but you know, he will produce. But the thing is with T.O. is risk reward. You know, do you want to take a guy with your 5th pick that's gonna possibly give you 3 or 4 games where he ended the game with 2 catches and 18 yards? Is that what you really want, when you could have drafted a guy like Hines Ward in the 5th with your 5th pick, who's gonna get you those solid 8 catches, 64 yards, maybe a touchdown? So see, you gotta think. You gotta think when you draft, and because some guys is just not worth the consideration or the hype, man. You know, don't go into a draft drafting by names. Don't go by, oh, this is this guy, oh, this guy. Don't do that, you know, because that will burn you. You go by who's gonna get the ball, touches. Fantasy football is about, it's a very selfish sport, fantasy football. It's about touches. It's about me. How many times can this guy get the ball? How many points can he give me? How many catches? How many touchdowns? It's not about being a team player. It's not about can this guy block. It's not about this guy is in on 2nd down, he comes off on 3rd. You want a guy who's in 95% of the plays. That's what you want. You want a stud. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the Jets, I want to talk about Sean Green versus LaDainian Tomlinson. Alright, LT, he still has young legs. You know, I drafted him, got him pretty late, got him about 10th round. I say if he slips to you to about the 10th round, I say take him. Go ahead and draft him. Sean Green, he's been going in the 2nd round. And mock drafts everywhere. Everybody's just thinking this guy's gonna have a phenomenal season. But you never know. It could be a 50-50 thing, timeshare. You know, you never know what committee backfields, what's gonna happen. You can't predict. But one thing I can tell you is that Mark Sanchez, that guy is still not where he needs to be as an elite quarterback. He's very undeveloped. So they will run the ball a lot of times a game, and they both could possibly get double-digit carries. So if you get a chance to get any one of the Jets running backs, I say go ahead and take them, and that's what you do. And this is pretty much it for this video. Hit me back, Fred the Corp. You know, subscribe me. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. If you got any draft, if you just did your draft and you want me to rate your team, go ahead and post your team at the bottom. I'll let you know what I think. And that's about it.